That wasn't very graceful. Oh, AAA insurance today, and you can save an average of $537. Hey, Zero, I didn't see you. How you doing? Oh, I'm doing good. Doing good. Just I was just watching television, just letting my life run. Well, I started to talk about a topic, um, but then I wanted to have people enough people in the chat. So I just let it run because people been coming, staying for a little bit to, I think, to be counted as far as on the live. Um, but they didn't come in and comment. I could see they came in from my. Uh, so I just kind of, it just turned into an unintentional silent live. But it's so many lives going on. I just let it run. I just let it run, and who comes, and who don't, they usually people usually do my replays even if they don't want if they don't come in, if they're doing other things. So I appreciate that. So it is what it is, Zero. But sometimes I think I will come on and but this particular topic that I wanted to talk about, I didn't want to do it, you know, without having feedback. So I just let it run. I just let it run and figured I would, put out some upload some more videos, you know, make a podcast or something. And I haven't been live on a podcast in a while, as far as not on YouTube, but I can go live on what I do my podcast. So, Spreaker.com. I don't know whether you heard about that, but Spreaker.com is another platform that I use. And then whatever I upload on Spreaker goes to YouTube and Apple and uh, Spotify, stuff like that. The live won't go on YouTube, so it's not like StreamYard. But um, on Spreaker, I'm monetized. I'm monetized, so that's a good thing. Hey, Deborah, how you doing? How you doing? Thanks for coming in. Yeah, it not a not a lot though, but it does because I did one before just to test it. but not a lot. But like I said, this was an unintentional one. I just didn't want to talk about the subject, without some feedback. But it counts just very little. Um, I think long as they see activity, um, someone come in and but it's not worth it just to do strictly. You're right on that. It's not worth to do strictly because I wanted to experiment with it because I was wondering that too, Zero. But yeah, it to me, it might be for other people, but but I knew that I just let it. I just let it keep running. What you cooking tonight, Deborah? I saw that haul you did, so it's like with as hot as it's been. When I went to the store, I bought a lot of liquids, flavored water and those little packets that you put in the water bottles, and you tell I was thirsty when I went shopping. That's the same thing they say. Don't go shopping when you're hungry. Don't go shopping when you're thirsty because I got big things of water and just a lot of things to drink. Yeah, so I saw that haul, but we have Dollar Trees, but I don't think we have exactly where you went to, but it's the same thing, 99-cent store, Dollar Tree, stuff like that. So I haven't been there since the pandemic. I haven't been there since with quarantine. So I'm gonna have to stop in there because they have some good buys, kudos drinks for $1. They have some, I don't buy um dairy stuff and things like that. I don't buy that, but I'll buy coffee and tea and cleaning products and stuff for the dog. Yeah, I'll buy. So, you know, I like shopping there. I love it. But I was just wondering what I'm gonna cook today. What you gonna cook, Zero? Because I just don't feel comfortable yet going through the drive-through. I really, don't feel like I really don't feel like cooking. But hey, I, I'll make something simple. You made hamburgers, and you know what I got? I keep hamburger meat, so I could do that. Something quick. Yeah, and you know what? I watch QVC, on TV, and where you can buy different things. It's funny because they just had a really not ground, not the regular ground beef, but a different cut, ground cut, and like a gourmet burger. And so I wanted to taste that. And so I think they had it for a count of 10 burgers. Good thing about that, can keep it in your you can keep it in your freezer until yeah, that's a good buy. But uh, I ordered some gourmet hamburgers, and then lately they've had lately they've had like different things, different foods, but mostly they had a lot of desserts, and so I don't want to order desserts from them, but I have ordered things, food online, and was pretty satisfied. I had ordered some filet mignon, and it won't be delivered till around November 2nd, in time for the holidays. And I had ordered that last year for uh, as part of the meal for Christmas. Oh, guys, they were they're aged, so it was so tender, like the steaks that you get at a really good steakhouse. So I'm gonna split it with my daughter and her husband. Um, and I like QVC because you can break up the payments if you want. So they don't bill you until they ship it. So they won't even bill me until, November. But yeah, I've ordered some things from them, food, meats, and of course I've ordered shoes and stuff like that. But I would have never ordered food from them, and I just saw those steaks, and I said I'm gonna try those. And when they came and I cut into them, it's like they just tender, just really, like I said, if you go to a good steakhouse. So I just um I just ordered that, and they had this cake. I cannot eat that cake all by myself, and there's nobody to help me eat it. And I can probably make a cake better than what they made. So it's like, nah, I'll pass on that one. But yeah, I might make a little French fries. I think I'm gonna take that hamburger meat out, and since I don't want to cook, I think I'm gonna take that hamburger meat out and fix me some burgers. And if I don't do it today, I could take it out, and instead of on the stove top, I just bought some charcoal. That would be good when the sun go down a little bit. That would be good to put it on the grill. Really make a good burger. I got some onions that I can put on top. Oh yeah, thanks. Because I was trying to figure out what I'm gonna cook, but if I don't cook that today, I'll cook it tomorrow. But I'll probably take it out to thaw, and the time it thaw, I put it in water. By the time it thaw, the sun will go down. Because it's in the hundreds out here, Deborah. I don't know how hot it is where you are, but it's in the hundreds. I put my little tomato plant out there and it shriveled up, and I brought it in like it's too hot. So yeah, I I shop sometimes for meat. Um I don't think I've gotten anything but meat on QVC. So hold on just a minute. So this week, you know what, Deborah? This week flew by fast. I mean, it's Friday already. And I was just thinking it would be nice to go on a cruise, but I probably shouldn't torture myself. But um, to go on a cruise, and I'll go on a cruise in a minute, Deborah, by myself. It's like I don't even care. I'll just I'll just reading something. Yeah, but soon as I feel like, and if it doesn't come, I'll just have to, endure. But soon as I know that it's cool to travel again, hey, I'm a book it. I'm a book it. Even if it's like the next year, I'm a book it because I did want to kind of go to a couple of states and just kind of, and just kind of take a little mini few days. But yeah, how's the roof going? The repair on the roof, the new roof. Yeah, your husband and son, have they finished? Oh, it's hot there too. Yeah, everybody is, all over. It is just like I say. It's like last I checked, maybe it was an hour ago. It was about 105. So it's like I got the air on, but my room for some reason is hotter. I mean, the dogs are even hot. That one of them is in my bathroom by the toilet because it's cool in there. And but it is. Hey, logical one. Yeah, Deborah. The weekend does go by fast. Not that I have to go to anybody's job. It's like, but I do have to go someplace Monday and pick some things up because I'm going to work at home maybe for about 3 months. And I decided, since it's at home, I'll go on and do that. And then that will be extra money so I'm really, want to remodel my bathroom and my kitchen. So, yeah, I'm glad you are here, logical one. It was kind of slow. People got their lives going on. And I said to myself, I'm going to stay right here. I got it. I thought I was going to have an unintentional silent life. That's what me and Zero was talking about earlier when he came in. But yeah, I know. I can certainly find some use for it. And like I said, this is supposed to last 3, 4 months. It may last longer. And if I don't, if I feel like, and usually when I commit to something, I try to do it. But if it's something at home that is like, oh, I can't do this. And I really can't think of a reason why I wouldn't. I'm just kind of, you know, thinking if it doesn't turn out the way I want it to, forget that. But like I said, I can't think of a reason, I don't have to use no gas, I don't have to travel, I don't have to worry about social distancing and wearing a mask. I go pick up um the equipment Monday at one of the local colleges. And I think I'm not sure it's going to be on. I know it's going to be online, but I don't know whether we're going to have the training at the college or it's going to be. I can do it at home. So yeah, But it pays off, don't it, to be patient? Because I was say, okay, I was gonna give myself, I was gonna stay on for a little while, but I was gonna give it, maybe another half an hour or so, and which the half an hour would have be gone by now. But then, soon as I said, okay, a few more minutes, then somebody came, Deborah came in, and then you. So I guess being patient, you know, it pays off. But I enjoyed your live logical. Um, I came in and the people were welcoming. Cause not all the time do you get, going live and on a live and that may be the first time and nobody know you and we know trolls are out there, so it's like, okay, who is this that just come in? We had, they were very welcoming. It pays to stick around. It does. And you're welcome. You're welcome. And that's what Zero was talking about. He said, "Oh, you're not talking about anything?" I said, "Well, I had something to talk about, but I didn't want to kind of discuss it. I was going to save it for another day when more people are in." So I said, I guess it's an unintentional silent live. And he was just saying that um, silent lives don't give you watch time. Um, that YouTube is trying to crack down on that. And I didn't get I did a silent live right after my live, like a few days ago. It's not a lot. You really don't get a lot unless there's a lot of activity in there. So I had activity in it. Different people came in and just typed stuff in. So I think I got some, watch time, but he's right. It's probably, not a lot. It's probably not worth it. But, I was already on. It was gonna be a regular live, The only difference is nobody talk audio. But it is what it is. I'm not gonna sweat it. Well, that is debatable. Some people say it's good and some say exactly. I've heard some people say they did just strictly silent, that they did I think they got 6 hours or something. I'm not sure how long they stayed on, but 6 hours is not shabby. You know, it's not shabby at all. So I don't know. Probably not a lot, but something is better than nothing. It is what exactly. And combining regular live and my silent, I did like a little over 5 hours. And it wasn't a lot of people in the regular live, but altogether I got 8 hours. So like you said, something is better than nothing. Have you ever well, shoot, that was a silent live. Wasn't that a silent live I went on your channel? I go to so many lives, logical. I forget. I forget. But I'm trying to think if there was a silent line. I know I was typing, but yeah. So it was hard for me to tell out of that eight. It was eight plus some, 8 plus something. Not quite 9 hours. So I should have paid more attention to, because to see what times. I guess I can go back and look at everything and see the last part of that live, see if I gained any. You know what? What'd you say it was supposed to be? I was saying, I said, okay, did I hear her speak or was that a silent line? So yeah, I don't know. So I don't know what Zero was talking about. Um, but I'll just go look and see what I gained in that one particular live. I do too, logical. I do too. I was monetized at one point, and they took about 2,000 watch time hours from me. Um, didn't tell me exactly, exactly. Okay, this video, this and this and this, and what they did say is like, no, I already knew that. I know that when you do a video and you're using an article, you have to add your own thoughts, your own information, and not totally from the article. So I knew all that, and then they said it was unused content, reused, not unused, reused content. But then they don't tell you which ones, because then I could go to that and I could say, okay, and then it was just and I fought it, but they being hardball. Yeah, yeah. But I probably want to do more than 5 hours at a time. Yeah, on the silent one. I referred to the article. I did read parts of the article, and I don't even know whether it's the podcast that I'm thinking of, because I didn't do it on YouTube platform. I did it on Spreaker.com, and then Spreaker takes it to YouTube, Apple, Spotify, and it's another one. And so, but I'm not really certain about anything, because I referred to article, and like I said, I do read from, and I stopped doing that because I said, okay, if that's the case, so what I do, and I haven't pushed a lot of Spreaker.com. I haven't pushed a lot of podcasts out there because of that, because but when I do use Spreaker, I um I don't refer to any article. I don't read. I just gather information. I don't say. I make sure I don't use their verbiage. I talk to like I'm talking to a friend and giving them some gossip. Not really gossip, but giving them some information. And so I do it that way. Oh, you use Spreaker.com? Yeah. And what I was going to do is use StreamYard more, and just do and not make it like a live. Just do the recording and do it like do it like a podcast, because I did that once before. I said, oh, that's not bad. That's not bad. Because that challenge that's out, 40 question challenge. Um, the only thing about using StreamYard, if you're going to use it as like a podcast, is you can't edit it. It's now you can edit from Spreaker, but I don't mess with that. I might do a sample one and get it because I had messed with that because I didn't know if I would do it right and mess up my podcast. So I might just make one for the purpose of editing and see if you know, I can do it. I just never really sat down and learned everything about it, how to edit it, how to add, they have little music you can add to it or sound effects or something. Well, when you put your podcast on Spreaker and put it on YouTube, YouTube will use their own rules. Yeah, I found that out. You're right about that. You're right about that. So I just stopped doing it the way I was doing it because, you know, they didn't give me any specifics. So it's like, okay, why don't you pinpoint something and that way, shh, quiet. Why don't you pinpoint it so that way I'll know exactly what I did wrong because it's still sketchy to me. So I kind of, revised my whole way of doing it. When I use Spreaker, I revised the whole, because I just put out one earlier before I came online. I just did one. I talked about the latest development of Tamar Braxton, and just made it into mostly all of what my thoughts were. So no one can go back and say you reused this content. No, because I talked about it as far as talking about mental health and talk and like I said, use my own words. Read from any article, nothing. So I'm not reading no more articles on YouTube, period. And I see people doing it all the time. They read an article. I see, and they read it. I've seen people on lives read an article, and and they'll put their content in there too. But that's what I did. But I just uploaded it, and the only difference is they doing it live. So it's like I don't know. I don't know. You laughing at me, logical? I thought YouTube let you know when a certain video can be monetized. And see, that's the strange thing. When I was cranking those out, when I was monetized, now this is what sounds fishy to me too. When I was cranking those out, they were saying because of this, it would be limited ads. And then I could sort of like, have them review it again. And I asked for the review and they would say, okay, it does qualify for all ads. There's no limits. But then you okay them, but then you say, I'm reusing. Well, why if I'm reusing content and the way they worded it, the only thing that I think that's going on, it was all the ones from Spreaker. It's got to be because I didn't do that, but maybe a couple of times have articles when I upload it from my camera onto YouTube. So if you're saying it's reused content, when I was monetized, why didn't you say anything then? When you were supposed to be manually reviewing them. So why didn't you catch it? So it's like, I don't know. I mean, I thought that they tell you exactly why. Yeah, you would think. And then when you're not monetized anymore, you lose access to the specialists at YouTube, and see, they're limited in staff right now. The way that it's been explained, within YouTube, they're limited to staff. So I think it's like mostly computers doing the work, whatever tag words they pull, and I don't know what the deal, but you lose your ability to speak to people. So you have to go through Twitter, team, YouTube at YouTube team. I have too, logical. I've seen people read articles before, and I knew that I had to add something to it. And that's what I did. And if I didn't, tell me which video. Point to me which video you're talking about. Don't just leave me out there to wonder what's going on. So I have talked about this, and mainly I talked about this, and I wanted the people who are close to being monetized, or the people that's monetized right now, to take heed. Whatever I did, don't do it. Whatever I did, but be very mindful of that. But if I just can't figure out exactly what the problem is, and I can't talk to nobody. And then on Twitter, they just tell you, so I thought, okay, now are they trying to say that I've infringed on somebody copyright? So then when I was on Twitter, I said, okay, maybe I'll come at them this way. Maybe they can explain. So on that tweet that I did, one tweet I said, okay, so I followed the Fair Use Act. Oh, and they replied on that one. They replied and said, "Oh, uh, unused unused content is not a copyright violation, infringement, or whatever use they." So it's like, okay, they responded to that, and I've had tweets before then with other information which they did not respond to. But when I mentioned it not being a copyright, because I could use it under fair use, then they say, well, no, that's not what it is. So, okay, you won't respond to the other uh, communication when I try to explain, I did this, I did this, I did this. So point out give me a sample of one of my videos of what you're talking about, because I don't have a clue. I never got a response for those. So I just said, you know what? I was monetized before. I'll do it again. I'm not going to sweat it, because a couple of months before, they shut down my whole channel. And then when they found out that maybe a troll said this, that, and the other, that it wasn't true, they gave me my channel back. And then before that, they shut down a video. It's like, you guys are just doing, too much. It's like some people can do things that other can't. Thank you. I've been saying that, logical one. I've been saying that. I've gone to channels, and and it's a whole lot of stuff going on, but yet they gonna mess with me. I mean, people are stealing other people's videos, especially, and I've mentioned this before, especially scratching dandruff and pop. And I've seen it on other people's channel, and then other people picking it up and got monetized for somebody else's stuff. and it's no disclaimer or anything, but yet I know some YouTubers, you know, trying to get receipts and using somebody else's stuff. Maybe they got a little feud going on, and then the other person say, this is copyright. This is my video. You can't use it. Okay, so why are you allowing some people to use other people's content and get monetized, and then other people do it and it's copyright and they're able to shut you down for that? Oh, thanks, Deborah. I don't get it. I don't get it. Exactly. That's crazy. Well, why did they unmonetize you? Seemed like they wouldn't allow those videos to be monetized, not to demonetize you. Well, after taking that watch time, I wasn't at I was below the 4,000. And what made me start going lives is because you can get the watch time quicker along with your videos. And I had not went live until I lost my monetization. I said, okay, I gotta do something for more watch time. I had not did a live. If I had went live, even if they did that, the content that was older than a year, and I know that played into that, you know, watch time too. But maybe if I had went live, and there's a strong possibility if I had went live, I wouldn't have so far to go. Either I wouldn't have been demonetized, or I wouldn't have far to go to get that back. But it's like you try to explain things through Twitter, because, like I said, you don't have access to the people like you did before. You got to go through Twitter. They didn't respond to any of my uh, communication with them until I mentioned um, copyright. So I'm thinking, okay, maybe that's the only question, only answer, because the other ones you had no logical. I'll use your name logical. You had no logical reason. So when you saw my other one come through, oh, we can answer that. So because they never did answer my other, and altogether I had, about 6 different communications with, okay, I did this, I did that. So what I started doing is going into YouTube for people who that happened to, and they and maybe I'll listen to that story and then what they did to be monetized. Now, some of the stories people say they had to build up to get it again. They never gave them their hours back. But then some people had stories where, okay, this is what I did, and they gave me my hours back. And I did that. I said, okay, hey, I don't know. So I'm gonna do what they did. But you see, it didn't work. People are doing all kind of crazy stuff and getting away with it. Shaking my head. They are. Why Twitter? You YouTube is associated with Twitter. Why Twitter? I can't answer that, logical. I can't answer that. But the only way I found that out is going to another video after nothing worked, And I didn't know about Twitter either because I said, well, okay, who do I talk to? Who do I talk to? So I ran into this one person that uploaded a video, and they said they had to go through Twitter. And I got the name of their YouTube's Twitter account off of their information, So that's how I found about out about it. I kind of figured you meant YouTube. So it's like, so my advice to everybody: just be mindful. Just be mindful, because if they demonetize you, you ain't got nobody to discuss it with at YouTube. The only thing I have not done, and I think now that I'm thinking about it now, writing a letter certified. That's the only thing I have not done, and I don't even know who's there to. But I want something that has a receipt to show you got it. You know, if I guess start going, I can refer to that letter, and maybe they'll give me those watch time hours back and monetize me. But I figure, but it might be like because I'm over half uh of the required watch time hours. But yeah, it's like, and I also warn people, depending on being monetized to do some things with, as far as buying stuff. You know how people come on, they have all these subscribers, and they got this and that and whatever. My advice to them would be, don't you use that YouTube money. Yeah, snatch. Because one guy wrote he did a video, and he was saying, he was writing to them on Twitter, and he was saying, "What, you trying to take my living away from me? You want me out in the street?" He was doing all that. Don't you count on YouTube. My advice is to put that YouTube money in the bank, and when you accumulate enough to buy whatever, then that's how you do it. Don't you have no house that you have to have a mortgage and you have to depend on YouTube to pay your. Don't you do it. I hope that you get your time. I do too, Logical. Thank you so much. I do too. But when this happened to me, I'm going to tell you, I didn't, of course, I was going to fight it. And I was saying, and I was like, y'all got y'all dirt, whatever. But it did, when they took my channel down, oh, my feelings was hurt. And I've mentioned this before, but yeah, my feelings was hurt. It's like to the point where I'll be, and like it was emotional for me because I was right at monetization, and it's like, okay, they didn't swept the rug from under my feet, and right, really close. And I said, ain't this something? I'm gonna have to start. Oh, it was emotional for me. But when they did this little stunt, see, once somebody hurt my feelings, oh, you can't hurt them. You can't never hurt my feelings no more. You know, and that's with YouTube and anything. Once you hurt my feelings, that wall is up. You can't hurt my feelings no more because I don't trust you. So I'm not giving that to you. You'll never have that kind of power again. So when that happened, yes, I was gonna do this, and this, but you weren't gonna hurt my feelings no more. Yeah, they were hurt like really close to being monetized in my whole. See, at first I was on. I no, I tried to get on. Then I got an email. I went to my email, and it said you're no more eligible for super chat. And I said to myself, well, I haven't even gone live yet. What do I care about super chat right now? So then I went to my page and that little dollar signal, dollar sign, and other little things in YouTube where you can tell whether you monetized. The dollar sign was gone. I went into the part uh, I went into the part where you can look at your, your hours and stuff, and it was dropped, and every day for about 4 days straight, it was dropping, it was dropping, it was dropping. So wait, they was taking every day. They was taking watch time hours. So I would have been hurt too. I was logical. Hey, Rue, how you doing? How you doing? Thank you for coming in. If you're not familiar with anyone here, check them out. Y'all can check each other out. You can grow here. I am Deborah. I'm gonna keep going because, like I mentioned before, I'm kind of like a to certain thing. It's more of a competitive things, guys. Like, okay, I'll show you. I'll just do it again. That's the only way I can think of it now. What they say, the only revenge for something is to succeed. I forget the whole. I'm paraphrasing. My revenge will be towards YouTube will be getting monetized again. I'll show you. Logical say, Amen. Allow no one to have power over your life. Just keep moving on. That's right. And that's the way I have to look at it, and I'm good with it. It's just that it would make it better if they just go and give me my hours back. But I'm doing what I need to do. I'm doing what I need to do. I start okay because life was intimidating to me, and I just had to get over it. I said because one of the other people that were going live, he would tell me, Marilyn, you need to go live because he was help people build their channel. And he said, you need to go live. I said, I will. And I kept saying, I will. Honey, when they snatched my time hours away from me, I said, oh, here we go. I'm going live. That was the push that I needed, guys. Oh, Rule, I'm sorry. You tired? Well, get you some, just chill, chill. Just do something you enjoy. Get you some rest. And a lot of times I have insomnia, guys. And so sometimes I don't get to sleep until 5 in the morning. And then, I got to do this for the dogs, feed them this to the house. My day don't stop because I'm tired. But, so sometimes what time I get on a live, you might hear it that, that lack of energy. And so, sometimes I break down and take that melatonin, and I don't like to take it a lot because I want it to work when I have to, get up early for an appointment, a doctor's appointment. So I take it sparingly because I don't have to get up and, for a job and everything. But sometimes I'll take it just because, okay, when I do go to sleep, it's more of when I take melatonin, it's more of a sound sleep. It's more like even if I went to sleep and only got 4 or 5 hours, it's more of a restful sleep. So it's like, yeah, I'll do that sometimes. Oh, logical. I go every day at 4 Pacific Standard Time. I go every day at 4, except for Sunday. And then Sundays, what I do, I have things already scheduled. Okay, we don't need you to talk for me. That's my dog. I have it already scheduled where I have gospel music Sunday. So quiet. So it's like three, no more than 4 minutes of a gospel song. So every day I try to put out something. Um, and I'm going to start putting up more and more videos because for just a little bit, I was trying to build them hours up, so I was going live. But I still enjoy, you know, doing a haul. Making a video, doing a haul, um, cooking. Just other things that I want to keep going to because I enjoy them. So I've said this before, like when they took my hours and I was demonetized, it was like I had to reevaluate. Okay, do you enjoy this? I had to dig back to when I first started going uh, uh, on YouTube because I did not know you can have money doing this. So it's like, okay, I got to go back to those days when I didn't even know you can make money on YouTube. I have to go to them days. So why did I start my YouTube page? And then that motivated me. I wanted to start a YouTube because it was something that I held in for years and years and years, and I wanted to get that out. It was therapeutic. I wanted to talk about it. And so this is, and it did make me feel good. But you say, okay, cool. Yeah. Yeah, every day. I go on every day at 4. And then my ow, your nails is long. Get off of me. Um and then shh, shh, shh. And then like I said, Sundays, I schedule it to to upload between 7 and 8 in the morning Pacific Standard Time. So every day I just wanted to do something. And you know what, guys? I know it's coming. You know, it's coming. So I tried to sow into things because you reap what you sow. We all heard that. So if I watch, this is the way I look at it. I'm not monetized, but if I look at someone's ads on their channel, although I'm not monetized, I'm doing what I would want people to do for me. So when somebody do their ads, I watch every one of them all the way through, all the way through. And I'm telling you guys, I have faith that I'm going to reap the same thing. I mean, not pat myself on the back. It just is what it is. But I think I forget what ad that was. But I said, whoa, it was 45 minutes. It was talking about some pharmaceutical, whatever. And you guys probably didn't see somebody with that long one. You know what I did? I let it play and I cleaned my kitchen up while it was playing. I listened to it, but I wasn't gonna sit and it's like I washed my dishes. I cleaned my kitchen, wiped down my oven and microwave. Yes, I did. So that's how, and that's a universal law. I mean, you know, that's that's what it says in the word. But even people that believe in other things, other religions, is that same principle. People believe that one way or the other, and I believe it, and I believe it. You reap what you sow. If it's good, you reap good. If it's bad, you're gonna reap bad. It's yeah, exactly. You have to remind yourself of why you started. I have to remind myself as well. Yeah, because it can get frustrating sometimes, and you just have to remind yourself, you know, this is why I did it. And you have to encourage your own self sometimes. I'm not monetized either, but I will keep on pushing, logical. Keep on pushing. You're gonna get there too. You're gonna get there too. We both gonna, get there and maintain. Because once you get monetized, you have to maintain that. Because the clock is ticking and there's going to be videos that's close to that year. So that's gonna drop off. That's gonna drop off. So you have to maintain to keep some like in you know, keep some to be able to replace it. Yeah. Rue said I put on Maryland video because I enjoy. Oh, thank you, Rue. Thank you so much. Yeah, I know a lot of I it's some really wonderful people that come on and just just even if they miss a live, because a lot of people that we support each other, you know, they have this person live, they try to rotate and they'll watch the replay. So I appreciate it. You listen to my videos, listening to, support me. I appreciate it. It is. That's really, yeah. I, I'll put content out there because a lot of people, well, I don't know. Sometimes people just like a video. They may not want to join your lives or what have you. You know, they'll do the live because sometimes if I'm really tired, it's like okay, if I come into the live, I'm a basically be in the bushes because I don't even feel like typing today. That'll be in my mind. I said, but I'll support them. I'll just say hello and then I'll be in the bushes. But then sometimes I don't want to do that because then, it helps out more. It keeps the conversation going if you're commenting and then they say something and you comment. It just keeps the interaction going. But sometimes you can just put that video on and you don't have to, you know, until the end. You might want to, say a comment and you can basically clean your house, while you looking at, listening to videos, Um, and well, I do that with live sometimes, but I'll tell the person, I'm washing my dinner dishes. I'm here. But I just found that some people would rather watch the videos than to interact in the live. My daughter is like that. If she come in the live, she gonna be in the bushes. She'll support me, but she gonna be in the bushes because when she come home from work, because she's back to work, been back for I think a month or two. So her and my niece, when they probably home by now, but on a Saturday they'll both be on my live, but they'll be in the bushes because that's their off day and they want to do some things around the house. Okay, logical saying, okay, Deborah, supposedly I will check you out after the live, sis. I appreciate it. Oh, good. You guys are getting to know each other. Yeah, it's some real good people that, come into that support me. And man, yeah, I be in the bushes. I be in the bushes. Sometimes, like I've seen people do it, so I started doing it. Sometimes I'll get the emoji because I don't get the emoji. I don't see anything for bush, so I put a tree, and then I put the eyes, and then the other part I put the tree, and that lets you know I'm listening. I'm listening. I'm here, but I'm in the bushes. So I just got that, YouTube talk, YouTube streets from being in people's lives. And I think I just asked somebody, what are you talking about? And they told me, so, oh, okay, that's a good way to put it. That's a good way to put it. But guys, thank you so much. This made up for it being really slow in the beginning. If I don't, sometimes, we don't get the notifications. So I have learned to kind of look for people. So if I don't get notifications from you guys, um, I will kind of look at around and see if you got something new. But you say, okay, now I get it. YouTube lingo. Yeah, it's like, yeah, I had to learn what the YouTube streets was talking about so I can keep up. Let them know I'm here. Oh, let me tell you this before I say what I was going to say. I go to some people in the UK and they lives, and I said that one time, guys, it don't mean the same. They got their own little stuff. It didn't mean anything good. it it was kind of racy. What it mean over there? Because one girl started laughing. She said, being Marilyn Gail, you in the bushes? And I forget what she said, but it let me know, that's a different meaning. So if you go to other people's channel that's in another country, you may not want to use that in it. It's like, it's like some things be happening in the bushes on a sexual level. And I had to laugh because, I'm saying, well, that's the way they take it over there. I, that's not how I meant it, but I had to laugh myself. I said, ooh, I won't use that no more. I'm going to know whose live I'm at. Well, I knew, the UK. I knew who I was talking to, but um, you got to know different things mean different words. Same words mean different things in other people, countries. So I know, like, don't use it for the UK. Actually, the one that it was her channel. I don't know if it was one in. Um, no, it wasn't UK, guys. It wasn't UK. It was Australia. It was Australia, and then the other lady was from New Zealand. So I got to know some people over there and going to their lives. Yeah, it wasn't UK. Well, I'm gonna go too through. I'm gonna leave you guys. I was gonna say that before until I went off on my little rampage, but I I thank all of you guys for coming. It's very. I enjoy you guys. I appreciate it. And if I don't hear from you guys, I'm gonna go searching for you to make sure, cause I don't get notifications a lot. But thank you, Rue, Logical One, Deborah. Thank you so much for coming into the live. I am going to go right now. My dogs are acting up because the one wants to eat, and I wants to eat too. So good night to everyone. Have a fabulous weekend. Do something fun, exciting. Lift yourself up. Encourage yourself. Don't let depression or what's going on. Don't do that. Don't let it get a hold of you. Don't let it get a hold of you. And that's what I'm gonna leave y'all with that note. Don't let it get a hold of you. So I will talk to you guys later. I'm gonna end it. Thank you so much. Can't thank you enough.